To all of us, welcome to the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland with me, your host, Priscilla Danklu. As I always say, this is the only show where we get a review of things that happen during the week and other trendy issues. My guest and myself, as usual, dissect the issues for your viewing pleasure. You can join us live on Facebook and on YouTube, Ghtv Holland. Get interactive with us on Twitter, Ghtv Holland, and download our app from your app store for 24/7 update. We'll be back after the short commercial break. This is a weekly review show.
Where do you woo? Say out there. I didn't know.
From that commercial break, and to help with our discussion today, we have with us Renee Osibo, our one and only Renee Osibo. The only political activist I've met. Yes, Renee Osibo. You are welcome.
Thank you very much, Mister. How are you doing?
I'm good.
We are looking it also.
We give God the praise. And joining us today, we have Efo Kafu, who is a political analyst to help us with our discussions and dissections today. Efo, you are welcome.
Thank you. You look succulent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. How has the week been, Efo?
Oh, it was cool, even though everything was so packed off, work, but we still managed. Yeah.
Renee?
Yes, I think it has been a fruitful week. Positive things here and there, and we give God all the praise and all the honor. There's a little fatigue here and there, but we can't complain.
Today, you've not mentioned being a Ghanaian. I guess you are still a Ghanaian.
Oh yes, born and bred, forever Ghanaian. Ghana for life.
Ghana for life.
Yes.
Ghana for life. Okay, I welcome you once again to the weekly review show, and as we have here, we have our panelists Renee and Efo, who's going to help us with our discussions and dissections today. And going on with our discussions, Renee, cabinet reshuffle. What is your take on the whole process?
Okay, thank you, President. A lovely day to our cherished viewers in Ghana, Holland, and across the globe. And I want to say a very big thank you to the production team for having me here today. Well, cabinet reshuffle. I know governments have come and they most of the time do this kind of reshuffles and things, but if we are looking at, from my perspective, looking at when it has happened, tells you that the sitting government, as of now, I think, are quite confused. They don't know what they are about in a way, because sometimes, usually when a reshuffling happens, it comes at a point in time where probably you realize that things are not going on in some sectors and all those things. But it doesn't really make sense when people are, performing better in some sectors and then they are reshuffled. What is the logic? Why, if I'm the only one who came to this vicinity and I'm the one who is building infrastructures here and I'm not done, and then what is the sense or what is the logic in moving me, and what is the guarantee that the next person that will come will be able to do what I'm doing accordingly? Why don't you allow me to finish what I'm doing and stuff like that? And also, this kind of reshuffling is sort of like a cover-up. You see, politically, what people do is that when there is an issue, they tend to give you another issue to think of so that it weighs your mind off this. This reshuffling has everything to do with the sacking of the former energy minister. Because of the issues surrounding him and his dismissal, They have not brought they've not done a reshuffle to make you think that okay, someone we are changing positions, but those who are not good have been taken up, and probably he has been taken up because he's not the one that's good. But you look at the people who have been reshuffled. I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense.
Like Utiko and Haruna.
Yes, Haruna is performing good and marvelously in that department. I know he has come out to say that he is happy. It is a higher calling, but I'm telling him today that is a lower calling. Because Haruna was doing very well in the Ministry of Information, and now he has been slated to the urban and Zogo community. I mean, you see, this is undermining his abilities and resources. And you look at it from that angle, you realize that this reshuffling has no basis. And it's been done to cover up or to weigh our mind off the sacking of the Egypt minister and the American. They don't want us to talk about it.
F.O.
Thank you, Ayoko. Let me just not start without greeting our Lord.
Don't worry, I've greeted them already for you.
Yeah, yes, of course, because of let me tell you something. We all knew that Idrisu is a Muslim, right? Who can communicate to the Zongo people? Wow.
But did the president know that before?
That is it.
Hold on. I'm trying to put across a comment. Which you see, I am so much happy when this shuffle stuff came. You see, this is a president who knows his up and downs, his do and don'ts. I get what I'm saying. Now, let me put this before you. If you are running a company and you realize things are not going well, what do?
You put in measures to make
exactly. That is what he's doing. I get it. With the fact that even he came on air saying that the position they have given him, he really embraced it. Meaning where he was is not even.
No, but Efo, my question to what you are saying is, if you think that, or you are saying that he is working, he is a Muslim, he can work with the Zungu communities. Did the president know that before?
Just because he realized that, you see, sometimes all this thing happens for kind of profession we choose. You understand?
Yeah.
If I should ask you a question right now, you tell me, you read business at school. But here lies the case, you are not handling a business aspect of what you learn in school.
Okay.
I get it. So if I should give you a role or a room to work with me as a business, and I realize, no, you are better than a business, not in the other sector. Definitely, I need to place you there. I get it, because you came with a business qualification. I need to employ you in business aspect. But getting to the field, I realize you are not good in this business aspect. But you can convince people. So why won't you go there? Yeah, I get what I'm saying. So the qualification Haruna or Idrisu is having, based on that, they placed him there. But they realized that no, things are not working around that place. So move to different places.
Renee, let me come. Let's jump from Haruna to Utiko. Before she became the Minister for Gender and Social Protection, there are lots of issues surrounding her with her mother and everything. Now she's been moved to another ministerial position and someone else is replacing her. My problem is, if she had issues and there's not been, sorted out with in courts, and then she moved to another ministerial position, did the president know that before he agreed and he swore in and everything?
You see, when a party or a sitting administration is doing things like this, it tells you they themselves they are not even ready for power. What my brother is saying is that they have been placed there and they have not realized, talking about ability, realizing that you can't do all those things. That tells you that they didn't have a roadmap plan for themselves and Ghana.
Oh, you can't say this.
Yes.
In Ghana.
Let me take it from the angle of the free SHS. They came to Ghana saying free SHS, and they use it to manipulate the fragile minds of Ghanaians.
Really, before we get to free SHS, I want to take efforts part on the side of the reshuffling of ministers.
You see, it's a good move. You understand? It's a good move. That's what I can say. Because Akufo-Addo, he is a man of integrity. You understand? He is a man of integrity. I realized when I went to Legon, they gave me law. We went to class and I realized there was this called what's the name? Critical thinking, and then what was the name? I forgot it. My friend, I am not getting it. When I came back home, I told that the law thing, I can't continue. And it was like, no, the way you are, I realized you are not in me. So I went to school to do a research on what? Theater art. Okay? Aside, so I did a major in theater art, but what's the name? Minor in political science. With the fact that I realized that was very convenient, for me. I get what I'm saying. That was very good for me. You see, Akufo-Addo, I don't know, wherever he is, even though I'm not an NPP fan, but I follow the good content. Of course, I'm a Ghanaian.
Why don't you also to compare his bad content to his good?
Of course, if he's doing something bad, I won't hesitate to put it out.
So, Efo, in your general take, the reshuffling is
it's a good point.
Still on the government. 400 schools to start double tracking system because of infrastructural deficits, says Education Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku.
You see, for me, I don't talk without proof. You understand? So let me quickly jump to this. You see, the double tracking something is not just something where Akufo-Addo is embarking on. Are you getting what I'm saying? I always say, this is a man who knows his do and don't, and won't disappoint Ghana. You understand? He earlier on said we shouldn't be spectators, but be a citizen. Therefore, I am trying to be a citizen here. You understand? This double tracking something, and I quote, the double track system. This new system will run in all the categories of A and B only. I get what I'm saying. A and B only. And you and I know the fact that we have a level of education when it comes to education in Ghana. Why? Because those schools are higher than the others. Fine. When you are doing this in A and B, means that you know for sure that those A and B schools are category let me say excellent categories. Therefore, those people are more intellectual than others. So there is no need for you.
I won't side with you on the fact that they're intellectuals, because the school that can determine the type of students they are. Maybe the school is good, but the students, you can't say because the school is good.
They are good, my friend. They are
automatically.
Good. Have you watched the recent mass?
Yeah.
Of course, that should tell you that yes, the A and B or AB categories of senior high we have in Ghana are doing well. Okay, let me come back to this. He stated that 81 days per each semester and 41 days of vacation for sandwich class, which even teachers are ready. And it's not the teachers that are taking the student in first semester that are going to continue. It's different thing altogether. And they have all been briefed. Are you getting what I'm saying? I don't know why people, gone are those days, our great grandparents, I mean, they also passed through this. O level and A level, or they also pass through it, and yet they make it. I get what I'm saying.
Don't you think the systems are different?
It is never. My sister, I am sitting here that when this system is being adopted and we are going forward, you yourself, you will call for an interview again, which I will tell you that this is what is happening in Ghana.
Renee, infrastructural deficits. I remember former President John Mahama mentioned that free SHS is possible, but Ghana lacks infrastructural, reforms to take it. Don't you think this is coming back to his words?
Thank you, President. You see, earlier on I stated that you tend to find a chunk of these issues and these reforms in Ghana or in a system or in a society when the governance is ignorant of what they are doing. I was listening to my brother making a lot of submissions. Now you claim free SHS, which means education for all. Now you are saying classifying some schools as being good and better than others. Isn't there some level of partiality there?
Never.
Okay, even not cutting you, not cutting you. But then if you are saying reading the statement by the education minister, he says that these schools are oversubscribed.
Of course.
They have oversubscription issues. So the double tracking system is going to let every student who deserves to be there. But just that the first batch will go 41 days, the whole tracking calendar and everything. But I still feel there's a problem.
Sir, you shouldn't feel. You should know there is a problem. We don't have the infrastructure systems to accommodate these students.
So what would be your best advice to the president, to the government as of now on this double tracking system?
He knows it already. Because the then NDC made him aware that free SHS is possible, but not now, because you need to put some structure on the things. Let me tell you the issue. That's the same issue that happened with the nurses. Now, there was a time we had all the nurses leaving the country. You see, the NDC have a lot. They are deep thinkers, but these people are so shallow. There was a time that when the nurses were coming in, were graduating, what they were doing is that what they do? They leave Ghana and go outside. What do they do? And then when we use taxpayers' money to trade them, they leave the country. So the then Adogufo, former President Adogufo, came up with a system that okay, let's give them some allowance so that they will stay here and have our nurses here. Now, that was working. And then we started to realize that everybody
wants to be a nurse.
And they get the allowance, and we don't have the means. When they finish graduating, we can't push them there. We can't give them places to work. So what the NDC do when we get into power, rather than give them those allowances for them to use on themselves, and with them, a lot of people going there choking that place. Let's take the allowance from them, build the infrastructures, so that when they finish school, they can get a place to be placed. Do you get it?
Yeah.
This is a deep thinker. Look at the bigger picture. So before you can even think of doing free HSS, think of how to places where they have to go and attend and all those things. Think of how to accommodate them. And you see, if at the MVP they claim to be open, if they were open and they knew this would come up, they would have made us aware immediately in their manifesto that the free HSS system, when it happens and gets to a level, we are going to bring double track system. They are bringing it now because they have found, they realized that what we're saying was yes.
Efo, your last words.
Sometimes I'm disappointed when for me I am not for NDC nor MPP, but you know I love where good things are. I always want to be the winning team. You see, sometimes when people are talking, I sit down and analyze them. Then I think yes, of course, they are not coming from that perspective. My brother here is not thinking like Akufa. I get it.
I'm thinking
somebody who has Ghana at heart. In the mind.
Would I be sitting here if I don't have Ghana at heart? What are you saying?
Somebody who is Ghana.
So Efo, if you're trying to make me understand you, you would prefer everybody going to school and getting the best of education.
Of course.
You would prefer everybody going to school and getting the best of education.
Of course. Of course.
This is the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. You can join us live on Facebook and on YouTube, Ghtv Holland. Get directed with us on Twitter at Ghtv Holland. Download the app from your store, Ghtv Holland, to follow us 24/7. We'll be back after the short commercial break.
Dutch classes, Ebwa partners are on person or join Hunkafo or Holland, our Chimeno. Holland Ranch, also to meet Shakasano. na wotumi twerɛ ho exams ansa na watumi adjoin no partner no Holland. After say ya bo nipa no amana atwerɛ exams na wie no afu na documents also legalize your documents and say na many na be see to it say your passports and your birth set bachelor set or spinster set we bia for documentation bia on and also the web one
also appear that classes Kumasi yo Agric Junction Uba Accra so ya wo Dakuman Circle Station
Dark Alma Dutch MBB courses to attend appear Dutch classes.
Bushafo wa broche wadofo wa broche aya na wo pese wotu omonkra nanso wonim ekwan a wo befa so a omonsa ka onkra to ana ene tie Ghtv Holland for the dwumade won waso bia ya to din greetings from GH and oteye ye di abroche ko Ghana ene ye di Ghana aba abroche dwumade mama wakonya ema wachia wabusuafo ne wadofo a ewa abroche wo wie sa na wo wie yo wo pese ebisa enyom je eda wakoma so ema omo ehun se na yadwi omo ho pa me a me di dwumade ho chia me ediane Alberta Mansa Emisa enso se wo hia me abonten a wo betimi afrɛ me se nyame hira me na se eya wo ya mejo so se ende wo ye suspect
ai eye efiada we eni efiada bia efri enwumre no nwotwe ekosi enwumre no nkono eso hwe na wo so ani baji hu bebere
Bushafo wa broche wadofo wa broche aya na wo pese wotu omonkra nanso wonim ekwan a wo befa so a omonsa ka onkra to ana ene tie
ayeye bro osori ebre empranche bre onkru ye bre ewere ye bio eti onua bre na ye fa ayeye ensada ema nyakopo tumfo ewo ebra edamrekuru di na finhia da wo mfie aduanan wo anyum tumu dwumade no ereba so emanta akasemi nsem 10 August ewo Koforia Jackson Park 14 September Kumasi Church of Pentecost 1890 Memorial Bantama 9th November ewo Accra Independence Square eye anyumre no 5 p.m. obeshe dwumade no nyina ase na eye free untia hwe ani asonyum okunini edakosi mreku adi mfie aduanan ewo anyum tumu na wanya mfie aduanan ewo osoro nyum saa na wanya mfie aduanan ewo anyum krokromu ye fita bre na ye mo ose emma onyankopon sponsors
EST Services, 3T Sound, Stage Art, Elsiana Autofin, Madina Mall, Cow Creation, Presas Enterprise, Sequence Pro, Upswing, MJ Grand Hotel, Media Partners.
Break. This is the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. This is the only show, as I always say, that brings you review of the weekly headlines and trendy issues. And before we went on the short commercial break, we were discussing the cabinet reshuffle and the double tracking system. Going back to our discussion, there's been a scandal in the banking industry for some time now. You know, Consolidated Bank, the fact that some banks use their money to give loans to the government during the election era, and then some banks' money were used to create another bank. You know, a lot of saga here and there, Renee.
Okay, well, I want to applaud the Bank of Ghana, the new governor, for what he is doing. From that angle, from his position, is the best. Is the best. He has come and he has realized that some banks are operating under false pretense. I personally have had a chance. I used to work in the microfinance industry. I've had a chance way back to look into one or two documents of Beige International, and way back there, like some 5-6 years ago, everything would tell you that Beige is going to collapse the next day. But they're able to maintain. And look at how they operate. You see, they had a system whereby their own staff were competing with their staffs. Because look at the gaps between where a Beige branch is to the next is so it's not that wide. You get it. And remember, you have to be employing staff, be paying them, and all those things. I understand that some of these banks were operating under false pretense, and for doing that is the best. But let's look at the bigger picture. One, most of these banks that have been closed by the Bank of Ghana, okay, some of them posted their loans that went back, and most were contractors. Most of them were contractors. And who do these contractors go into business with? The government. That means the government what? Are not paying them. So why do you, the government, the beauty has done what he has to do. For now, the new governor has done what he has to do. Perfect, thumbs up. Let's come to the government. Whether the NDC tenor or the APP tenor, the government of Ghana gave contracts to people and have not paid them. And these contractors took loans from what? Some of these banks. And now, BOT is closing them, and the government, you owe these people. Don't you think if your monies, the monies that are supposed to be given to them, were given, they would have still stayed afloat? These are the people who are talking about employment. Employing people. Look at it. Now look at it. Why can't they pay the people? They can't pay these banks or these contractors because all the monies Ghana can afford to spend with issues like this are being used in PSHS. That is the head and tail of everything here. Do you get the picture? Because they have dipped their finger in the soup and they have to lick it with PSHS, no matter what, they have to make sure it runs. Now, where logic must come in is not coming in. Do you get where I'm coming from?
You see, sometimes I don't know. I'm feeling so sad for my brother not thinking deep. You understand? You see, we are living in a country where everybody do whatever he or she likes. But I can assure you that when MPP is having the exposure now, he's trying to step on all those things. You see, people will name the should I say the presidency or the leading party now that of course they are not paying those contractors and blah blah blah, that is causing all this scandal. But let me tell you, he doesn't want to pay them because the former government, in quote, the former government has that kind of connection with them, which the current government doesn't want to do. Now let me tell you.
Is he saying some of the banks that collapsed?
No.
All of them were started in the eternal NDC. No.
Hello. Let me get this clear. No. I want you to get this clear. Akufo-Addo is not a corrupt government. I mean, this government is not a corrupt government where he will be paying money just for what? For what sake? No, let me remind you of one thing.
No, but if the government is giving someone contract to do, and the person has evidence or finished the work, why not pay the person?
Which contract?
It's in your tenure or not.
Yes. Which of the contract can you talk about now that is finished that they didn't pay the person?
I'm not saying the contract is being finished or not. My point is, you were saying that the government doesn't want to pay because they might have a connection with the former government.
The banks posted
but I'm saying if they have evidence of a finished work,
when the banks posted this,
paid.
the government hasn't come out to say we are not owing these people. No, they have not. What means this true?
Who are the people?
There are lots. A lot of contractors.
Who are the people? Lots of these people.
Let me ask him.
No, we are talking about facts here.
Let me ask him this question here. Why do we see that in other countries and other economies, the government pumps money in an industry that is collapsing? Yesterday's dailies, the Ghana Cane Weavers Association stated that they want the government to support the industry.
Yeah.
Farmers will come support the industry, and the government does that. So when the banking industry is not going on well, Why don't you put money to support it?
Especially if
It
it's a
is done.
local
Even the
bank.
pornographic industry in USA and Obama's regime, they asked for money to pump into the industry because it was collapsing. So why don't you? Why can't the money be pumped there? Because all the money is being used to charge. It's trainers. They didn't think about this before they came.
Wait, let me direct this question to you. Most of the banks are going down are local banks. Like banks.
Thank you, my sister.
Ghanaian banks. Most of the banks that are living like them, SGSSB Bank,
Barclays.
Eco Bank, are all foreign banks. If you want to kill our local banks, how do you expect the banking industry to grow?
You see, this is where intellectual what comes in. Those local banks that are operating are getting their source from somewhere. Mind you, they are all operating under what?
It's not all of them. No.
Come on.
It's not all of them. It was mentioned that Beige. It was Beige and I think Royal that were operating under false pretense. Yes. Sovereignty Bank. Let's take Construction Bank. Their sole mode of business is to finance contractors. Let's go from that angle.
You see, we are not
look at it.
You see,
GM Bank, Group Indum has been able to purchase a bank in the USA.
That is because he's not having any partnership with the government.
Yeah, no.
So would you say all the banks that have been collapsed have partnership with the government?
Of course, some way or the other. Why? Because
but FO, in my own point of view, I believe the government could have done something better than collapse.
And who told you something is not done?
If something
You
was
can't
done,
sit
they
here
wouldn't
and
have
say,
collapsed the
do you know
bank.
what goes
Now
around?
Let's come to the facts on the ground.
You see,
Consolidated
the closure of the
Bank
banks
Ghana.
is good.
No,
The closure of the banks are good.
Renee, Consolidated Bank Ghana has 5 banks now. That is the Sovereign, Uni, Royal, Beige, and Construction Bank.
Okay.
They are now Consolidated Bank Ghana. They're supposed to lay off some of their workers in the next 60 days. How do you expect those families to feed themselves?
You see, when it comes to this, sometimes we all feel sad, but I am telling you that the government and then the so-called collapsing banks know what they are doing. Mind you,
know what they are doing, Renee. If you bear with me, some time ago, Capital Bank came down. Capital Bank came down. And in an interview with one of the workers, he's been laid off. And he has nothing to do. He has to look for another job. So are you saying that the government did something to them and he's still angry?
Oh, in that aspect, which I can't tell. But I believe, you see, even when I'm working, I am coming. Even when I'm working,
you know Napo hasn't been mentioning this.
No. You see, we shouldn't sit here and be talking about something we don't know about.
Let me let you understand. I've made it aware that I've stated here that the closure of the banks from BOG's angle is good because our economy is not big to have such banks inside.
Exactly.
Yes, I understand that. Do you get it? I understand that. But then now, and I am letting you understand that some of these banks, if not any, at least one of these banks, their main source of modus operandi has to do with construction. And most of these contractors, the government owns them. So why do you collapse them when you can put money?
Yes, you know what?
It is simple, my viewers.
Let's wrap up on the banking scandal.
When the president says people leave school, where are they going to go? How many universities do we have? This type of people that are going to the universities, when they finish school, how many universities are they going to?
That is the reason why we are creating.
Some of these banks have affiliation with universities.
That is why they man down. Come on, what is
one
it?
Street, one factory.
What is he saying? You see, we shouldn't sit there and talk of something we don't know about. I get what I'm saying.
Yes.
I am telling you that the government system knows what he's capable of doing. That is why all these things.
Those of us, we Ghanaians, who, are learned by the grace of God, can decipher between whether the government knows what it's about or not, and when they are looking.
Renee, drawing away from the banking scandal, Men's Gold Ghana also have this scandal with the BOG, BOC. Yes, there's this issue around it, almost the same as the whole banking sector.
Oh, you see, this whole thing is, I don't know, but I believe for me, what I'm trying to deduce here is that Men's Gold is not taking cash from people. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
He is into what? Business. As in buy and selling stuff. Are you getting what I'm saying? So yes, for me, I would say BOG should what? Leave Men's Gold alone. Because he is not taking cash. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in short, they should what? Leave the guy alone. They should
Just
leave
let
men.
him be.
Of course.
Renee.
Okay.
This is a business tycoon we're talking about here.
Yes, I think he's very passionate with the issue of men, but I don't know if he knows him or yes, I don't know. But first of all, I have already applauded the governor of Bank of Ghana. He has been able to identify to Ghanaians some banks that were not performing well and some who were performing under false pretense. And they came up with a system. According to BOG, the strategy they came up with consolidated bank is to protect people whose monies are in the bank. So it doesn't happen like that. The banks are closed, so it's canation. Now, do you think that the BOG will point fingers as Men's Gold if they don't have any basis? Look at it from this angle. What's the work of Men's Gold? They exchange gold. They are mediator between people who want to purchase gold and then those who produce gold. But according to BOG, there's an angle at which they are coming from that Men's Gold, after buying or supplying you with the gold at a higher price when they get their monies, they offer to keep the gold for you and then trade it. And when they trade it for you, what happens? You begin to have what? Get what? Interest on it. And what they are saying, about is saying is that you doing that is a form of banking. What Bank of BOG is doing is that he's not saying that Men's Gold, like he's querying the main query is to Ghanaians. Because when they close or when something happens, we BOG can't protect you. Because if anything happens, you come back to the government.
Yes.
You get it? Now, Priscilla, I know you would have gold, okay? If it is in necklace form, it's bound to be with you. But if it is in bar form, will you keep it at home? No! If you are to keep it at home and you will not get money from it, and somebody says what, bring it and I'll trade it for you, and you go, what will you do? You keep it with the person, and you might be there. You have gold that will be with them for like 10, 20 years, and all you are concerned about is what? Your interest.
Yeah.
And the gold is still with them, and they'll be using it for what they want. And what if they are to collapse or something to happen right now? How do you get your gold back? Because you won't go there to the unlike money that you go and say you are withdrawing your money, send it to this bank. How many companies do you have? Okay, there are not that many. No, that trading like precious mineral marketing company and others. Do you get it? So what Bank of Ghana is saying is that the modus operandi of Men's Gold, there is a possibility that at the time when they find themselves in wanting, Ghanaians are going to suffer.
Okay, thank you for that education. Still on the government and governance and everything, the president is saying we want to legalize homosexuality.
Oh, now he's saying it. Now he's making his stance to Ghanaians. This is a president that sat on an international platform. And he was, you see when we're kids, when we're growing, we are made to understand that we make a tree. You school nyansa. You feel nyansa, no, sorry nyansa. Anya, I'm not papa can na kasa se wuche. Sa nyama tree. Se bi be ball kra, anya me chose wo tu. Na so benya fie na sorry nyansa. Ora nya fie ni school nyansa. Na wait, you have to get those three of them. Two of the three. Do you get it? President Mahama was on an international platform and was asked this question. That when the issue of the gift Ford came, that have you taken bribe before? Do you know what he said? He asked the president back as a president was Mahama. And that way again. Now our president was asked, okay, I believe this president will never accept gayism or opacity in Ghana here. I believe he won't. But he was asked, now what if Ghanaians want it? He said if Ghanaians want it, it goes into parliament to happen. Uhuru Kenyatta, Jomo Kenyatta, I'm coming, stated emphatically and say Kenyans will never accept it. He didn't say he didn't float on. You see, when your child demands for something that is stupid,
you see,
you don't say because of the rules you give to the child.
You see, let me, amicably use this platform to educate my brother in a sense that Akufo-Addo on that fateful day didn't say that the comment he used, and I quote, it is bound to happen. Now let me come.
But if you are saying it's bound to happen, why are you now?
Of course, it's something I cannot go to your various houses and stop you to what? Not to do that.
Wait.
I am coming.
He's misinformed.
When he was talking, I mute. When he was talking, I didn't say a word. So please, I want your set to be. I beg. I am saying that Akufo-Addo says, okay, and I quote, that is bound to happen. Are you getting what I'm saying? Akufo-Addo is now coming or going to door to stop people not to do gayism or lesbianism. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Of course, he cannot control me. If today I choose to do that, fine, so be it. But this is a president who is saying, okay, we are living in a democratic system where government by the people, for the people, and to the people. So the reason is that it depends on what you and I to protect that. I get what I'm saying.
You say his final answer now is because Ghanaians don't want it.
Ghanaians don't want it, and we don't need it to.
This is the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. You can join us live on Facebook and on YouTube, Ghtv Holland. Get interacted with us on Twitter, Ghtv Holland. Download the app from your store, Ghtv Holland, to have a 24/7 update on our programs. We'll be back after the short commercial break. This is the weekly review show.
Dabia 6 to 7 p.m. Our Ghtv Holland. Eyo ohene ayeye the King's Praise. Eyo osori enko a ye tuntum nyankopon ni aye ne kese ye frem lady an be na medi dwumade ho chia me enyu wo fri.
Dutch classes Ebwa partners on person will join Hunkafo or Holland and Chimene. Holland ranch say also to me Casano. Now to me try exams and son waiting me join our partner no Holland. After say I won the panel, I'm an actual exams you know. I found our documents, also legalize our documents, and it's an amendment. I best see to it to say our passports and our birth sets, bachelor set, or spinster sets. We be for documentation we are on and also the web one
appear that classes Kumasi yewo Agric Junction Oba Accra so yewo Dakuman Circle Station
Dark Alma Dutch MBB courses to attend appear Dutch classes.
Benafwe ayeye bro osori ebre enkranse bre onkru ye bre ewere ye bio eti onua bre na ye fa ayeye ensada ema yakopon tumfo ewo ebra edamrekuru di na finhia da wo mfie aduanan wo anyum tumu dwumade no ereba so emanta akasemi nsem 10 August ewo Koforia Jackson Park 14 September Kumasi Church of Pentecost 1890 Memorial Bantama 9th November ewo Accra Independence Square eye enyumre no 5 p.m. Robeshe dwumade no nyina ase na eye free untia hwe ani asorinyum okuni ni edakosi mreku adi mfi aduanan ewo anyum tumu na wanya mfi aduanan ewo osoro nyum sana wanya mfi aduanan ewo anyum krokronu ye fita bre na ye mo ose emma onyankopon sponsors
EST Services, 3T Sound, Stage Art, Elsiana Autofin, Madina Mall, Cow Creation, Presas Enterprise, Sequence Pro, Upswing, MJ Grand Hotel, Media Partners.
You can join us live on Facebook and on YouTube, Ghtv Holland. Before we went on the break, Afo Kafu, the political analyst, wanted to give us a little on the presidency. He wants to legalize homosexuality. Afo.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to let Ghanaians know that, listen, if it is English that is worrying them, they should be careful of what Akufo-Addo normally says. Okay, this is a president who say in, how should I even put it? It is bound to happen. Even Bible says that. It doesn't mean Bible is trying to inculcate in what that. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
It is bound to happen. Definitely it will happen. So they should what? Listen to Akufo-Addo. If it is English that is worried, then I don't know.
Did you get dictionaries by
Of course.
Okay, back to our discussions. NDC flag bearership. Mahama has declared his intention to contest Johnson Asiedu Nketia, General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, NDC.
He's making a big mistake. If you ask me.
Asiedu or Mahama?
Mahama is making. Now Asiedu, who is he? John Hospital. Mahama is making a big mistake. You and I can believe that. You see, in Ghana, any government that comes to power run 2 terms. That is 8 years. You understand? That is it is constant. So Mahama, for me, it's just an advice to him. I don't want to talk much. He should go back. Let somebody come to the system, be known to the. Then he comes back. Then Ghanaians can what? Take him. But if he try right now, my sister, he will lose. And when he loses, meaning NDC is going to be bound for what? 16 good years. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is a tactical formation I'm giving you. We are not playing football, but this is a tactical or technical aspect where I'm giving you this clue that Mahama should stay back and come the next one. If he's the 2020,
Renee.
And he knows what I'm talking about. That's the fact.
Mahama has declared his intention to Asiedu Nketia. NDC has reviewed their time for campaigning because Mahama is known than the other contestants, so it gives others the opportunity to also campaign and be known like him. Would you say that's the best move for the National Democratic Congress?
Yes, I'll say that's the best move. My brother spoke lengthy about it, and from his perspective, he thinks that Mahama would lose, and then this is going to be in a position for about 16 years or whatever. But the truth of the matter is that MPP faithfuls are, excuse me, would prefer somebody to run for the NDC against them than Mahama, because Mahama is popular. Take from this angle, amidst those from Joshua Alabi to Bagbin and Mahama, who is more marketable with the NDC?
Mahama.
It's Mahama. He should understand that Ghanaians vote according to familiarity.
Sure.
Ghanaians know the new Kufuor more than Atamils, so they voted for Kufuor. And then Ghanaians know Atamils more than Akufo-Addo, so they voted for Akufo-Addo now. Oh, I'm coming from angle. There was somebody that said Akufo-Addo should have won easily. Okay? And Ghanaians know, are familiar with Akufo-Addo more than Mahama. But Mahama got a chance there because of the demise of Atamils. You get it? And right now, the best marketable person from the NDC who Ghanaians really know is Mahama. Not my dear Honorable Joshua,
but
who I respect.
FO. Would you say MPP is scared than not? Would you say the MPP is scared? That's why they are telling the NDC not to come with Mahama?
Oh no, I don't think so.
So you don't call it fear?
Not at all. Because what the man is doing now is putting Ghana on the map. Recently, even
who is putting Ghana on the map?
Akufo-Addo, for sure. You see, lifetime achievement that our entertainment industry has been aired on CNN or BBC for 30-minute document. And do you know the amount? Do you know what that platform is giving us, we the entertainment or the entertainment industry in Ghana? Do you know what we are getting from that? Which tells you that this man, what he is doing, I am not sure Ghana will let him down. You understand? I am just afraid because when Mahama loses right now, he can't contest again.
Lifetime achievements versus familiarity.
Do you know?
Thank you.
No problem. I have a wonderful answer for him. My question comes first. Do you know one of the recipients of the Nobel Peace Prize is President Obama? Do you know that? And do you know why he got that Peace Prize? Why? Because he became the President of America. Because he a black man became the President of America. But yet as of now, Obama is rated as the worst president ever in America. That lifetime does not mean anything. Maybe it means to the but when it comes to Ghanaians don't value that. See, I'm telling you, the MPP are losing favor with the Ghanaian faithfuls. They voted for him, and right now, because of free SHS, he's squeezing them. Right now, taxes have been placed on these luxurious vehicles and all.
My dear, education has come to stay.
Because they wanted to squeeze some banks and things, they raised the threshold of the balance you're supposed to have with Bank of Ghana to such an outrageous amount.
You see, I am saying that Ghanaians have gone far.
No, I want to get this straight. Are you comparing familiarity with lifetime achievement? Because most Ghanaians don't care about.
If you give somebody a lifetime achievement, what does it mean?
Listen,
he has finished his work.
Renee,
yes.
if you want to come to the Ghanaian side right now, do you think Ghanaians care about familiarity or lifetime achievement?
Right now, we are looking at what you are doing. Let me tell you one thing. Why did what's the name? Mahama lose when you go to voter region? Do you know the reason why?
No,
I am telling you.
Oh, and MPP won.
That's why they call me
NDC won.
I am coming.
Unanimously in the voter region.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
NDC won.
Let me tell you something.
NDC had more votes in the Ashanti region.
See.
In the Ashanti region, NDC had more votes.
Let's
what are you saying? These two reasons.
You don't have enough time. If not, I would have gotten you that info. I am from voter, and I am saying.
Where do you think I am from?
Hello. Come on, these are the laws.
What do you think?
These are the laws.
Okay.
These are the laws.
Drain away from the National Democratic Congress, the public against the police. For some time now, we have issues of the police beating up some people, killing people, alleging them to be armed robbers and all that, and it has come to the eyes of the IGP of police, where he says the errant police will be sacked out, and then if you don't have first degree, you might not be allowed to become a policeman. Renee.
One. They have not really pondered about the issue and how to solve it well. The money that are supposed to make the economy of Ghana better is being pushed into free SHS. And now, police personnel who are supposed to protect us are now acting in some scrupulous, recalcitrant ways. 2, in solving this issue, you say you are going to sack them to go and do what? What do you have prepared for them? 3, you don't have enough universities. We don't acquire degree from SHS. We acquire from universities. So where are you going to get the police from?
But then if he's saying that
the idea of the degree is good.
Degree holding policemen will be sacked. What's the use of the police?
Ayoko, I wanted to use this opportunity to shake my brother here. I think he has tackled on a point where even me myself, I am still thinking
about.
You see, degree does not mean when you have it and you're in the service, you can do what is expected of us.
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying? Police or service personnel in Ghana is a practical something. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's a practical. It is not about degree. It is not about HND. But having said that, for him trying to inculcate this issue to free SHS, that is what
you have a problem.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay, let me try to open up so that you make me understand. Police people are misbehaving all of a sudden in this tenor. Okay? Wasn't really happening in the NDC.
People are killed in the Ashanti region and all that.
Yes. The Chronicle recorded that there is misunderstanding. There is a little issue in the army. Okay? monies are not in the system. People with luxurious cars are being taxed. So probably they might react in some ways. Banks are being closed. People are running to withdraw their money and having encounters with police people. What do you think is the solution? And why? It's because there's no money in the system, because money is being pumped somewhere. And I think I've identified it. Free SHS.
You see, me,
I think the free SHS is really killing this man here.
Because he has no idea. He has no idea when the intellectuals are talking. So I don't blame him. You understand? He is for those people.
He need an intellectual brain.
Of course. And he should see me after the show. He should see
President, I feel insulted. I beg to differ. I feel insulted. If I wasn't intellectual, okay, would I be invited to your show? Then I want him to apologize, but I'll let him know that he has failed himself and Ghanaians for sitting on the show with a so-called intellectual, a person who is not intellectual.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Hello.
What are you saying, my brother?
He rightfully says that there are three sense you need to have as a human dignity. The church sense, home sense, and what? School sense. So probably, maybe he's lacking one.
No.
That is why.
No,
yes, of course.
Let's the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. Can join us live on
You have allowed him to abuse my personality.
Ghtv Holland. You can also
I think he should apologize.
with us on Ghtv.
You should make him apologize.
And download our app for 24/7.
Instead of him to answer the questions, he's attacking my persona. He didn't answer the question.
You see, we don't talk much. We don't talk much.
So you still won't have him to apologize?
Please.
Of course, I wouldn't apologize to somebody who is not trying to understand the technical term for what? Double tracking.
And what is the technical term for double tracking?
Of course.
My dear President,
This is
you have brushed off the fact that he has called me an unintellectual person.
No, he says that he doesn't know, you don't understand the technical word for double tracking. I want to get to
he should see me right after the show.
So
that next time when we sit here, he knows what he can say.
If an individual asks for information, does that classify him as unintellectual? No.
Therefore, my point is, I asked the question and you attacked.
Yes, my persona.
My handsome personality.
Yes.
Panelist.
Yes. And he needs to apologize.
A person.
He needs to apologize on air.
To really apologize.
And withdraw that statement.
So that we can draw the curtains to a close.
Yes.
You see, let me say this loud and clear, okay? I'm a man on my own. You understand? And I don't get backed. You know, you see, this man.
Oh, you see.
Let me tell you something.
And these are the people who sympathize with
the tall and short is. You are not going to apologize.
But it's not like I'm not going to apologize. I am speaking.
So now I apologize because you have attacked my persona.
Apologize for what?
You are an honorable personality. Yes. You are a little colleague.
You see, he refused to understand what I'm saying. So he take it as his.
Okay, so you didn't insult me.
Of course I'm not. I'm speaking sense to him. He should get it.
Logically, Priscilla, you are allowing him to keep on compounding me with insult, which I can equally do. But I stated, you see, if I'm asking you to clarify something for Ghanaians.
He's not an intellectual. Would you have sat with him?
That is not what I am trying to put across.
So I'll just need you to apologize.
I said this man here, he should go and look for the word bourgeoisie. I talk with elite people. You understand? What? You see, we don't see. He is trying to convince my sweet.
You are the one who's not answering the questions, but rather you are attacking my
in absence of everything, let me say sorry. Even though it's not from my heart, let me say sorry.
Keep it. That's the attitude and the characteristics of the so-called MP.
On YouTube, Ghtv Holland.
And you call us to be propaganda.
I said it's in absence of that. I am sorry.
Ghtv Holland from your app store.
I'm very disappointed.
That's on Twitter, on Ghtv Holland. Thank you for staying with us today. Happy International Youth Day to every youth across the world. This is an opportunity for us to do good for ourselves.
And not to insult people on a platform.
We have
where people are watching us. That's the kind of people who sympathize with the MP.
Please, this is the opportunity for us to want to do good for ourselves and to always remember nobody has our back. We have our own. back. Thanks to my cameraman, my production, for helping make this program a success. My producer and everybody behind the scene who is making the show
Don't
a
thank
very
me because I've been
beautiful
insulted on your show.
one. Genesis Emmanuel, Mr. Mante, I love you guys so much. And to my panelists, I want to say a very big thank you to my panelists.
My Australian
Rene Osibo,
No,
she's watching
a
live.
political activist,
Hello,
and
Regina.
Nafo Kafu, a political analyst, for making the show, the weekly review show.
I am not going to come to your show.
Thank you
again.
for staying tuned with us. See you same time next week. This is the weekly review show, the only show that gives a review of headlines and other trendy issues. I am Priscilla Danku. See you. Bye.